and gentlemen, in Parliament, it was another day of washout. There were unprecedented scenes once again. For the second straight day, the opposition stay put with their demands of clarity over the security breach. Essentially, what they're asking for is the Home Minister come to the floor of the House and make a statement and let there be a small discussion on the same. Earlier today, both houses did begin, but only to be adjourned shortly as the opposition refused to let the government get away with the security breach. Amid sloganeering and ruckus, the opposition leaders demanded the Prime Minister and Home Minister make a statement. Upping the ante, opposition MPs protested at the steps of the Makar Dwar with placards and posters accusing the Modi government of being high-handed, stubborn and arrogant. Ex-Congress chief Sonia Gandhi also showed solidarity and protested with the MPs who've been suspended, lending weight to their protests. On the other hand, continuing with his protest was suspended TMC MP Derek O'Brien. He was seen donning a white T-shirt that read "Silent Protest." Now, the chairpersons, that's the Rajya Sabha chairperson's move to suspend Derek O'Brien has drawn much criticism from opposition leaders. They have voiced their objection to the decision and have demanded action against BJP MP PratapSimha, on whose reference the passes were issued to the intruders. The BJP, on its part, is saying that Mr. Simha does not need to respond to any charges.
देखिए, आज तमाम सांसद, गैर भाजपा सांसद क्या मांग कर रहे हैं? क्या कोई नाजायज मांग कर रहे हैं? क्या कोई गलत बात कह रहे हैं? वो बस इतना ही तो कह रहे हैं कि इस देश की सबसे सुरक्षित इमारत मानी जाने वाली भारत देश की संसद में अगर एक इतनी बड़ी सुरक्षा चूक होती है तो उस पर चर्चा हो। मुझे लगता है कि सरकार को ये मांग स्वीकार करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये किसी पार्टी विशेष की या दलगत राजनीति की बात नहीं है। ये इस देश की सबसे सुरक्षित इमारत भारतीय संसद की बात है। अगर संसद भवन सुरक्षित नहीं है तो क्या देश सुरक्षित है? ये बड़ा सवाल खड़ा है।
There have been incidents in the past as well. Action was taken in the past as well. I think some of the security improvements that have already been made have already been an improvement on the way the Parliament was rather poorly thought through in the past. Security in Parliament was poorly thought through. But this particular issue is compounded by the fact that the Delhi police were directly involved in this exercise, and the Delhi police are answerable to the Home Minister. The Speaker may have a general responsibility for security of Parliament, but because the Home Minister controls the Delhi police, he could have come and said a few words. After all, if he didn't have responsibility for the issue, he wouldn't be giving interviews to the media, issuing statements to the media. If he can do that, he can also do it here.
जब तक गृह मंत्री दोनों सदनों में नहीं आएंगे और बयान नहीं देंगे, तो दोनों सदन का चलना मैं समझता हूं संभावनाएं बहुत कम दिखती हैं। अभी हमारे ओर से खड़गे जी, कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष, लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन और सभी इंडिया पार्टी के फ्लोर लीडर के ओर से उन्होंने राज्यसभा के चेयरमैन को अवगत कराया है कि ये मांग है हमारी, गृह मंत्री आए, सदन में बयान दें, जो सवाल उठेंगे उसका जवाब भी दे सकते हैं।
सवाल पूछना तो हमारा फर्ज होते हैं। इसको अगर राजनीति करना और राजनीति करते हैं, ये दोषारोप करने का मतलब ये होते हैं कि आम लोगों की निगाहों भटकाने के लिए सारे सरकार जुटी हुई है। आज तक प्रधानमंत्री जी एक बयान पेश किए हैं, तो गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी कम से कम पीएम साहब को तो सिखाइए कि क्या सदन की नियम क्या होते हैं, क्या सदन में एक नेता की क्या रवैया होना चाहिए।
As the politics continues, the Delhi Police's special cell has arrested 2 more suspects in the case. Now, both the accused are natives of Rajasthan and are part of the Bhagat Singh Yuva fan club. This is coming after Lalit Jha, the prime conspirator, was apprehended by the Delhi police late last night. Actually, he had surrendered. He has now been sent to 7 days in police custody. Lalit Jha, as you know, was absconding post the attack, but in a surprising turn of events, he surrendered last night on his own. He has been handed over to the special cell, which is investigating what happened in Parliament. The Delhi police have booked all the 6 accused under the stringent Anti-Terror UAPA. Meanwhile, this breach bawal has also snowballed, with the BJP drawing an allegation against the TMC. They are saying there's a clear link between the TMC and the kingpin Lalit Jha. And the picture on your screens is what they are pointing out too. The BJP West Bengal head, Sukhanta Majumdar, has shared this picture of TMC leader Tapas Roy with Lalit Kumar Jha, alleging that the two were close associates. The BJP is already facing flack by the opposition after the signature of its MP from Mysuru, PratapSimha, was found in the pass of the accused. Now comes this counter-allegation from the BJP.
आउटसाइड का जो वीडियो उन्होंने वायरल किया, उसके बाद वो सब फोन स्विच ऑफ करके राजस्थान के तरफ भाग गया था। अभी उसको पुलिस कल रात में अरेस्ट किया है, लेकिन उसके सब दुख का बात है, ये ललित के साथ अभी टीएमसी का एमएलए विधायक तापस रॉय और बहुत सारा युवा नेता का यहाँ पे पिक्चर आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि जहाँ पे आप लोग देखेंगे कि टेररिस्ट का कोई डेरा अगर बोलेंगे तो पश्चिम बंगाल इसमें मतलब एगिए बांग्ला जो बोलता है फर्स्ट है। ये बार बार क्यों तृणमूल का लोग के साथ ही, बांग्ला के साथ ही ये टुगड़े टुगड़े गैंग का कनेक्शन होगा? मतलब इंडिया का लोग क्या चाहते हैं, इंडी पार्टी का जो एलियंस का लोग क्या चाहते हैं कि देश को तोड़ दे, टुकड़े टुकड़े कर दे।
Let me go straight across to my guest this evening, Kirti Azad, spokesperson of the TMC, joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Azad, first things first, would you want to respond to what the BJP is saying, drawing a link between the TMC and Lalit Kumar Jha, the prime accused in the case? They're saying, look, you're blaming us and you're blaming our MP. Actually, the questions you need to ask are of the TMC.
You know that this matter is of national security. And what is the root cause of this? Mr. Pratap Reddy was a BJP MP. Do BJP MPs have immunity? You know, when we sign these, when we put requisition for the passes for people, there is written at the bottom that I know the person personally for the last so many number of years, and I'm personally responsible for his conduct in Parliament. And if you go through the rules and procedures of Lok Sabha and go to the section 386, 387, 387A, it shows, it's written there that if any of these guarantees that you've given is violated, you can be expelled from Parliament. Because anybody, these guys could have carried a bomb. They could have had a bomb, they could have had a pistol, maybe a few MPs could have died because they had gone in. It's not a question of what TMC MLA's photograph was there. The question is that Pratap Reddy was the gentleman who had signed this passport and had given that he had known these people for the last 7 years. Why no question on that? If you can expel Mahua Moitra without giving a fair trial, here you have evidence right in front of you. It is on camera. The MPs were lucky that there were only these colored bombs that they had got in, colored bombs. Otherwise, just imagine if they were carrying bombs. So now this is not a matter of only within Parliament. It's a matter of national security. It's outside the purview of the secretary, of the Speaker. And what was the Delhi police, the first cordon, doing? CRPF was the second cordon. Third cordon is the Parliament watch guards. And you know, there are supposed to be 301, but there are only 176 watch and ward Parliament watch and ward people. Where are those 126? When we knew that Pannum from Khalistan had already said that he may do something on the 13th of December this year, then where was the security when a person can easily carry a color bomb? He could have bring in a pistol or some bomb and killed so many people. So rather than trying to divert the issue onto TMC, they should look into their own and tell us that why Pratap Reddy has not been questioned and expelled from Parliament.
Okay. Mr. Azad, that is a question that many other opposition leaders are asking as well. But as to the specific picture and the charge that the BJP is making about Lalit Kumar Jha's possible links with Tapas Roy, who's from the TMC, you are saying it's a diversionary tactic, is it?
Correct. Exactly. I mean, who gave? I mean, there are so many photographs of so many people with me. I played cricket. I, as a cricketer, I, as a member of Parliament. There are thousands of photographs with so many people. I don't know, somebody might be a terrorist, somebody might be somebody or the other. They come take photographs. There are about 5 or 6 or 10 or single, one taking selfies and other things. You go to functions. Does that mean that I'm involved with that guy? Here you have given an affidavit saying that you know this guy. Pratap Reddy has given has signed requisition for a pass for parliament, and it is under section 386, 87, and 387A that I have explained. I've explained it very legally. Photographs could be with anybody. You could have, you are a popular person. You are an anchor. Somebody come up to you, a fan of yours, and say, "I want a picture." And you know that he is a convict of, he has murdered someone and is on trial. So does that mean you're also involved with him?
Mr. Azad, what would you say to what has been happening in Parliament for the last 48 hours? There has been suspension after suspension. There have been adjournments after adjournments. The BJP and the government is saying that this is the opposition doing drama because they are essentially politicizing a matter of national security. This is a moment for all of us to be together. Instead, the opposition is just trying to create hurdles for the government. Why insist on the Home Minister to speak on the floor of the House when he's not ready at the moment? The moment he has more information, the moment he has something to say, he himself will show up.
When the attack on Parliament on 13 December 2001 took place, I was a member of Parliament. And I remember discussion started the very third day in Parliament after everything got into position. And on the very second day. And the discussion was done for 2 days. On the second day, the Prime Minister answered. And the Home Minister started the debate and ended the debate. I'm talking about 2001 when Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji was the Prime Minister. When Pulwama took place in 2019, no discussion took place. When 40 of our soldiers were martyred, when there were letters written by the Intelligence Bureau and by the Home Ministry by the CRPF saying that they are not safe, they should not travel by road, they should be flown by air. It wasn't done. So we know how adamant this government is. And once you say it's national security, then you must come and answer. You are ready to go and speak to a channel, to a private channel, but not speak in Parliament. And especially there is a rule that if Parliament is on, all the ministers have to come first into Parliament, give a statement, and then only they can go and they can give a statement outside. So they're just trying to pull wool in front of the eyes of everybody. That's exactly what they're doing. And let me answer your entire question that you have asked me, trying to probe me, is 14 MPs were expelled from the Lok Sabha, 1 from the Raj Sabha. Leave alone one of the MPs from the Lok Sabha, leave alone the Lok Sabha. He wasn't even in Delhi, the guy who has been named and has been expelled. Now, can you imagine? This is the kind of anarchy that is going on. This is the kind of dictatorship that is taking place in our country. It's shameful that this government is running away from the responsibility of coming up and saying that they have failed to secure the members of Parliament, and they have failed on all fronts as far as security is concerned. Those who cannot manage the security of Parliament, you expect them to manage the security of this country, where every day soldiers are getting martyred? Every single day soldiers are getting martyred. Do they have an answer for it? No.
Okay, Mr. Azad, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. Let's see how Monday goes. Is it going to be another day of disruptions, or will the government? Thank you, sir. Or will the government actually change its mind, and the Home Minister possibly will speak on the floor of the House? Members of the opposition also demanding a small discussion post. That we'll see how Monday goes. Thank you, Mr. Azad. Going across to another member of Parliament who is joining us on the broadcast, Imran Pratapgarhi, joining us from the Congress Party. इमरान प्रतापगढ़ी, आज आप संसद में थे, आज भी संसद में कोई काम नहीं हुआ. कब तक चलेगा ऐसा? टैक्स पेयर का तो पैसा जा रहा है ना. बीजेपी बड़ा साफ साफ बोल रही है, ये तो हंगामा कर रहे हैं. जब होम मिनिस्टर के पास कुछ बोलने के लिए होगा, वो खुद ही आके बोल देंगे. आप क्यों हंगामा कर रहे हैं?
यही तो हमारा सवाल है कि होम मिनिस्टर के पास बोलने के लिए कुछ क्यों नहीं है. होम मिनिस्टर की जिम्मेदारियां क्या हैं? और भाजपा का यह पूछना कि इतना हंगामा क्यों? देश की संसद सुरक्षित नहीं है और भाजपा कह रही है कि इतना हंगामा क्यों? मतलब भाजपा के लिए देश की संसद की सुरक्षा महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है, तो फिर किस मुंह से नारे लगाते हैं कि देश सुरक्षित हाथों में है? अगर संसद सुरक्षित नहीं है, उसकी सुरक्षा तोड़ी जा सकती है. एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सांसद के पास पर घुसपैठिए संसद के अंदर घुसते हैं और वो लोकसभा के अंदर जंप लगा करके वहां पर धुआं धुआं कर देते हैं पूरी संसद को, और भाजपा कह रही है कि हंगामा क्यों। यह कितना गैर जिम्मेदाराना बयान है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का।
बार बार बीजेपी और स्पीकर तो यही कह रहे हैं कि लोकसभा और राज्यसभा की सिक्योरिटी जो है उसकी जिम्मेदारी हमारी है, वो पार्लियामेंट सेक्रेटेरिएट की जिम्मेदारी है। आपके पास सवाल हैं तो आप हमसे पूछिए। प्राइम मिनिस्टर और होम मिनिस्टर को आप बीच में क्यों लेके आ रहे हैं?
नहीं, गृह मंत्री की क्या जिम्मेदारी है इस देश में? मेरा सवाल स्पीकर साहब से और भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, दोनों से है कि गृह मंत्री की जिम्मेदारी क्या है। गृह मंत्री की जिम्मेदारी अपने ऊपर स्पीकर साहब क्यों ले लेते हैं? स्पीकर साहब की जिम्मेदारी क्या है? स्पीकर साहब की जिम्मेदारी है कि पक्ष विपक्ष दोनों को निष्पक्षता के साथ सुने, विपक्ष की भी मांग को समझें। और गृह मंत्री की जो जिम्मेदारी, मतलब देश की संसद की सुरक्षा में चूक हुई है और गृह मंत्री जी के पास समय नहीं है कि वो आकर के संसद में दो शब्द बोल सके। आप मणिपुर पर नहीं बोलेंगे, आप संसद की सुरक्षा में चूक होगी नहीं बोलेंगे, तो मतलब गृह मंत्री का काम क्या है?
नहीं, गृह मंत्री का काम तो गृह मंत्री को पता ही होगा, लेकिन गृह मंत्री ये बोल रहे हैं, हाँ उन्होंने संसद में ये बात नहीं बोली, उन्होंने एक प्राइवेट चैनल के इवेंट पे ये बात बोली है कि ऑपोजिशन जो है वो कुछ नहीं कर रहा, सिर्फ नेशनल सिक्योरिटी को पॉलिटिसाइज करना चाहता है, जो कि ठीक बात नहीं है।
नहीं, गृह मंत्री ये बात कहां बोल रहे हैं? संसद में आकर क्यों नहीं बोल रहे हैं? संसद का सत्र चल रहा है, हम कोई विशेष सत्र बुलाने की मांग तो कर नहीं रहे। गृह मंत्री जी हर बिल पर आकर के बोलेंगे, अनर्गल आरोप लगाएंगे सत्ता पक्ष की तरफ से विपक्ष पर, लेकिन इतनी बड़ी चूक पर आकर के संसद के अंदर नहीं बोल सकते। तो संसद चलाने का मतलब क्या है? संसद की महत्ता क्या है? और यह कहना कि कांग्रेस पार्टी या विपक्ष जो है पॉलिटिसाइज कर रहा है, आप मुझे बताइए कि अगर वो घुसपैठिए, वो हमलावर किसी विपक्ष के सांसद के पास पर आए होते तो अब तक मीडिया की हेडलाइंस क्या होती, भाजपा के आरोप क्या होते? अगर वो घुसपैठिए मुसलमान होते तो अब तक मीडिया की हेडलाइंस क्या होती? क्या मीडिया तब भी उन्हें प्रदर्शनकारी लिखता या आतंकवादी लिखता? अगर वो सरदार होते तो क्या मीडिया उन्हें प्रदर्शनकारी लिखता या खालिस्तानी लिखता? सरकार क्या बोल रही होती उस वक्त? तो न जाने कौन कौन सी एजेंसियों से तार जोड़ दिए गए होते, दुनिया के कौन कौन से देश से तार जोड़ दिए गए होते। अगर पासवर्ड देने पर महुआ मोइत्रा की सदस्यता जा सकती है तो पास देने वाले सांसद से पूछताछ तक नहीं होगी। गृह मंत्री जी आके दो शब्द बोलेंगे नहीं, बयान तक नहीं देंगे। आपको नहीं लगता कि सरकार गैर जिम्मेदाराना व्यवहार कर रही है इतने संवेदनशील मुद्दे पर?
सरकार तो ये भी बोल रही है, बीजेपी खैर ये बोल रही है कि प्रताप सिन्हा से ऑपोजिशन बार बार प्रताप सिम्हा पे उंगली उठा रही है, लेकिन उनको जवाब देने की जरूरत है नहीं।
क्यों नहीं है? अब यही तो मैं देश से कहना चाहता हूं, और आप बतौर पत्रकार आपको भी सवाल पूछना चाहिए कि प्रताप सिम्हा की कोई जवाबदेही नहीं है। मतलब आपके पास से, आपके बनवाए हुए पास पर दो लोग अंदर घुसे संसद में, इतनी बड़ी मतलब संसद में घटना घट जाए और भाजपा कह रही है कि उनके सांसद को जवाब देने की आवश्यकता है। इससे बड़ा मजाक देश की संसद के साथ और देश की संसद की सुरक्षा के साथ, नेशनल सिक्योरिटी के साथ क्या हो सकता है? यह है भाजपा की जवाबदेही। यह बहुत ही शर्मनाक बयान है अगर भाजपा ऐसा बयान दे रही है तो।
चलिए, भाजपा एक और बयान दे रही है, वो तस्वीर से जुड़ा हुआ बयान है, तो उस तस्वीर को भी जरा अपने स्क्रीन पे ले आते हैं। तस्वीर है टीएमसी के एमएलए हैं तापस रॉय, उनकी तस्वीर है, और जो मेन अक्यूज्ड है इस पूरे केस में ललित कुमार झा, जिसने कल सरेंडर किया है, उसके साथ ये तस्वीर है। जरा वो तस्वीर भी लगा देते हैं। लेट्स पुट दैट पिक्चर ऑन आवर स्क्रीन्स एज वेल। इस पिक्चर को, इस फोटोग्राफ को बीजेपी दिखा रही है और सबसे बोल रही है, देखिए ये प्रूफ है, ये प्रमाण है कि तार जो हैं संसद में जो हुआ उसके तार जो हैं ऑपोजिशन से जुड़े हुए हैं, टीएमसी से जुड़े हुए हैं।
मुद्दे से ध्यान मत भटकाए भाजपा, सीधे सीधे यह बताए कि भाजपा के सांसद ने उनका पास क्यों बनवाया, कौन सी साजिश थी, कौन सी कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। किसके पास पर लिखित दर्ज है ना, किसके पास पर वो अंदर आए, इतने जहरीला पदार्थ लेकर के, धुआं लेकर के, स्मोक वाला वो कनस्तर टाइप का जो भी छोटा सा उनका यंत्र था वो लेकर के वो संसद के अंदर घुसे कैसे? प्रताप सिम्हा ने उनका पास क्यों बनवाया? किसके साथ फोटो है, किसके साथ क्या है, बात मत घुमाइए सत्ताधीशों, बात मत घुमाइए। संसद की सुरक्षा में चूक, और वो उस दिन जिस दिन संसद हमले की बरसी है, जिस दिन सबसे ज्यादा देश में संसद को सुरक्षित होना चाहिए था, जिस दिन सबसे ज्यादा अलर्ट रहना चाहिए था, उस दिन इतनी बड़ी घटना घटती है और भाजपा इसको नॉर्मलाइज करने में लगी है, सरकार इसका सरलीकरण करने में लगी है।
चलिए, इमरान प्रतापगढ़ी हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Meanwhile, the big topic of discussion that has emerged this evening is that picture that was on your screens of a TMC MLA along with the main accused, Lalit Kumar Jha. Dr. Dharendra Tayal, you're joining us, you're spokesperson of the BJP. Thank you very much. Tehseen Poolawala, political analyst, joining us on the broadcast as well. Dr. Tayal, बार-बार the opposition is saying, आप बात को घुमा क्यों रहे हैं? The question is on you. The question is on your MP. The question is of national security, and yet you're pulling out a random picture that says nothing and actually going out on a limb to say that the TMC is the one behind what happened in Parliament.
Yeah, I think very clearly, as far as BJP is concerned, BJP has right from the beginning said that let us not politicalize this issue. It is a breach. The responsibility for the breach is with the Speaker. He has taken that onus. He has called all the opposition floor leaders. He has held a meeting with them. Steps have been taken. So, it is not as if this is the first breach that has ever happened. So, but it is serious. It is being taken very seriously, and let us not politicalize it. But some people who lost the elections, now they are looking at some kind of an opportunity to somehow make some political capital out of it. So BJP is not going anywhere. BJP is saying, we've constituted a committee headed by DGPs. It's a serious committee. Within 15-20 days, the report will be there. Whoever is responsible in whatever manner will be taken to task. So that has happened. But today, there's an unnecessary politicalization.
Therefore, Dr. Tayal.
Yeah.
But Dr. Tayal, the point is, who's politicizing the issue? Is it the opposition that is politicizing the issue, or is it the BJP? I mean, after all, this picture has been tweeted by the social media head of your party. So politicize तो आप कर रहे हैं ना?
No, when? When has this been done, and when did the politicization start? If that responsibility, if they're going to maintain...
These pictures have been... The picture was put out by the Bengal BJP yesterday, and since yesterday this is the only thing that is circulating on all BJP handles.
No, everything is circulating. BJP time and again. I mean, everybody from BJP is on this. That okay, let us look at it as a security breach. Let us look at it very, very seriously and address that issue. Period. I mean, however, when you're continuing to attack, there are issues. I mean, if we are going to suspect everything, there is a complete toolkit this thing on this, that there could be a toolkit behind this. Where is it that there could not be a conspiracy behind getting these passes from the BJP MP? I mean, in the past, I mean, you would remember, but I would like to share this with you and with your viewers. In the past, it has happened. I'm pulling out one from real past, that is 1978. A hijack happens in this country. Plane is hijacked that released Indira Gandhi, and the hijackers are rewarded with tickets. They become MLAs, they become general secretaries of Congress. So if that is the reward youth is going to expect, possibly it is the Congress which could have done it. I mean, if we are going to go after that, there is no end to where this stops.
Tehseen Poonawala, would you want to come in here? It seems that Mr. Tayal is also upset with the picture that is doing the rounds. The picture on your screens, which was shortly on your screens, of Lalit Kumar Jha with the TMC MLA.
Good evening, Shreya. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Let's just talk facts. First of all, this is not the first time this has happened. This happened on 13 December 2001. Right? This parliamentary breach, we had 9 of our policemen who were martyrs. There was an alert. This particular breach happened on 13 December again. There was a high alert because Pannu had made statements saying that Parliament would be attacked during this winter session. Now it is not the Speaker's responsibility, it is the responsibility of the government to run Parliament, as said by Arun Jaitley to the Times Group on 30th September 2011. And it is the government's responsibility. Delhi police and the three other wings of the police outside guarding Parliament don't report to the Speaker. They report to the Honorable Home Minister of the country. Number two, if this was as simple as a simple breach, why are those who have breached accused of terrorism? They've been accused of terrorism, rightly so, because this was an act of terror. If this was an act of terror on the Parliament of India, which means on the heart of the democracy of India, Shreya, tell me any other democracy that you know of, Shreya, where then the Prime Minister or the Home Minister does not address the country and via the Parliament. Please tell me of another democracy. The Honorable Home Minister yesterday was on a TV channel. Shreya, let me repeat it for your viewers. The Honorable Home Minister of the country, who has not addressed Parliament of India so far on a terror attack, was on a TV channel yesterday. What is going on in our country? I am not saying the BJP MP is guilty. I will never say that. I am one for against suspension. I think suspensions are stupid. But if Mahua Moitra, and I was with you, was suspended for giving her login ID, rightly so, and we both said that that was a ridiculous thing to do because she was not alert of who was logging in. How can the MP not be answerable for who he gave a pass to? The rules of Parliament make it extremely clear that any MP who issues a pass must personally sign it and is responsible for those going inside Parliament. How can we have a separate rule for a login ID for Mahua Moitra and no rule for the BJP MP? Now, let's ask one more question. One of those guys jumped from a 20 feet height down onto the benches, was standing and ran. What was done when this attack happened? Did the Speaker or was the situation under control? No. You were Ram Bharose, Allah Bharose, Universe Bharose that was not poisonous gas. Even now, you don't know whether it was anthrax or no, because it takes about 48 to 72 hours to find out whether it's anthrax. There was no SOPs followed. There was commotion. People were in a state of panic, and our MPs, of course, didn't beat up the person. What were the steps taken? Nothing. Shouldn't the Honorable Home Minister, if not the Prime Minister, speak to all of us and to Parliament? Or is Parliament now a forum for just accusing the opposition with some random pictures? And if a random picture is responsible for what happened, how are random pictures of the Prime Minister with Nirav Modi or the picture of the Prime Minister at his own residence with Mehul Choksi, where Prime Minister says, Mehul Bhai Choksi, not then make the Prime Minister responsible for them? How do you have two standards?
Okay, we'll leave it there for the moment. Tehseen, thank you very much. You raised some important questions. Mr. Tayal, thank you very much for joining us as well. There are some